Well, thank you all for joining us today. My name is Dan Kudinovich, and I'm a practice director with Apex IT. We're all here today to get some insight into the Oracle Sales Cloud, and these FastCasts were created to quickly show you some tools that are native to the Oracle Sales Cloud that can help your sales teams perform better. From creating a report, to modifying it, to adding it to your homepage, we'll show you how it can all be done easily in the Oracle Sales Cloud. Today, we'll be demonstrating the reporting functionality. So our agenda, we're going to briefly introduce you to Apex IT, and we also wanted to highlight that this is our second series of FastCasts where we've highlighted much of the functionality, all available within the same cloud, that extends your CRM application. We're going to present a day in the life of scenario in our demonstration today of how to create a report, and after today's FastCast, we'll wrap up this series and do some Q&A. Now, Apex IT is an Oracle Platinum partner, and we participate in something called the CRM Invested Partner Community. Now, this is an invite-only community that gets us access to the best and brightest of Oracle's product strategy and product development teams, and some trainings that aren't publicly available. Now, Oracle is investing in us, we're investing in Oracle, and because of our relationship and our CRM success, last year we received the Specialized Partner of the Year for Customer Relationship Management. It's like the Oscars of the Oracle CRM world. And you can see below, since 1997, we've supported a number of different Oracle CRM platforms. This slide here is our NASCAR logo slide, and again, since 1997, we've had over 1,250 engagements in a variety of different industries with a lot of CRM experience. Because of that CRM experience, we like to think about CRM and what's new in the marketplace, and we think there are some major differentiators in the Oracle Sales Cloud. Now, this slide might look a little busy, but let's boil it down simply from top to bottom. The Oracle Sales Cloud is an all-encompassing CRM solution that provides a variety of ways to interact with it, that has a variety of functionality all in one cloud and not through other third parties, with integrations to social media, and it has flexible deployment options. So without further ado, let's take a peek at the Oracle Sales Cloud and some of its reporting functionality. Now, in this scenario, I'm logged in as the administrator Berto Perez, and we'll be creating a new report with the Report Wizard. Now, in the Oracle Sales Cloud, you can create a report with pretty much any field that's important to you. Now, in the pop-up list of subject areas, I'm going to click on Marketing CRM Leads to create a new report in this category. And in this instance, I'm going to click on Quarter, and then click the right arrow to add the quarter field to the selected columns list. Now, I'll repeat this process to add other important values to the selected field list. Now, here is where I'll name the report and choose the layout of it. In this instance, I chose a pivot table, bar graph, and for the table to be located below the graph. Now I'm able to check the preview box to see what the report's going to look like. Now, this report has some data, but it could use some cleanup. Now, in order to do so, I go to the Rows section, I click Quarter, then I click Move to Menu, and select Section By and scroll down to the bottom of the preview. Now, note that the values for the later dates do not have a campaign associated with them. There are accounts in each quarter that are not tied to a campaign. So you'll filter these leads out after some other tasks in the wizard. Next, we'll go to Edit the Graph, and in this step, I'm able to change the value to the horizontal stack field. In the Group By section, click Campaign Name, click Move to Menu, and select Prompt 4. In the Group By section, click Source Code, click Move to Menu, and select Excluded. Now, this field is not useful for the graph, so that's why I removed it. Do a couple more clicks here in the Sort and Filter step. I'm going to add a filter and then select a campaign name. Now, in this filter pane here, I'm going to set the operator value to is not null for the campaign name row. Now, you can see on the right that the rows did not have a campaign name, and I filtered that out of the report. Now, next we're going to move to a highlight step. Now I'm going to add a column format icon, and then I'll select a number of qualified fields. So in this formatting pane, set the lower and upper bounds to 1 and 3. I'll tab out these fields. Now note the color formatting that appears in this report here. I'm going to take a look at a preview icon with some, and see how this report is going to look and function at runtime when it's actually being used. So this pop-up window that was created is a report that's going to appear. Now, to me, this looks good, so I'm going to click on the Next button to navigate and save this step. Now I'm going to set the analysis name to Campaign Lead Counts by Quarter. I'm going to expand the shared folders and click on this right here, DSS. And this is where I'm going to store my report for use for other people to use. So I've clicked the Submit button, I've saved the report, and I've got a pop-up that has told me that I got a confirmation that this is working. So I've got this report created. Now what do I do with it? I want to add it to my home page. So now we're going to show you how to do that quick. So if I click on the home link in my main menu, I'm going to go to the Personalization, Edit Current Page to enter the configuration mode for the home page. I'm going to click here, Add Content button above the HTML box, you can see. Now in the pop-up, drill down to the Reports and Analytics, and in the Add Content pop-up, click the Add icon for the Campaign Lead Counts by Quarter entry, what we just created. Now this new report will appear on the home page. Alright, so the containing window is a little too short, so it doesn't look right. So I'm going to drag this window to the appropriate length, or I'll set the window to auto size for the content. And I'll click the wrench icon for the reports that I just added. Click on the Display Options tab, and then we've got this advanced link within that tab. I'm going to stretch the content drop down to auto and click OK. Now the containing page expands to the size of the content, so that's perfect. That's exactly the way I wanted it to look. If we want, we can modify this report while it's in its place. So if I click the Edit Report icon for maybe a new report, or I can change the layout value of the table to left of graph, or well, I'll just click Finish right here. And I've got this analysis saved pop-up window. And we'll see now that you're able to view the entire report. Pretty simple. So as we recap, we wanted to focus on a couple of specifics about the Oracle Sales Cloud and its reporting functionality. Now, step one, you'll know that it's got a simple wizard-like tool that creates reports on the fly. We just did that in a couple of minutes. Now, whether it's a new process, a new product, or you've got a new team member, you can be nimble to your ever-changing business needs. So, there's a report for that. And lastly, you can place the reports anywhere on a home screen, or basically a spot that your end users are going to gravitate towards to get actionable insight. So, we hope you've enjoyed your glimpse of the Oracle Sales Cloud, and specifically today, the reporting functionality. Now, we've wrapped up our Series 2 of the Oracle Sales Cloud FastCasts, and since you're already registered with us, we'll pass along all the recap details to you as well. Now, we've got some time for Q&A, and I've got with me a solution consultant, and together we'll do our best to answer some of your questions, and if we can't, we'll work with you offline to get those answers for you.